Hi, this is Jeffrey Podolsky, Barron's fashion commentator. I'm here in Soho to tell you how to have a made-to-measure suit done. We're at P. Johnson, an Australian outfit that not only does exquisite lightweight suits, but also their price point is fantastic. About $2,000, which if you think about it, is equal to most of the luxury brands off the rack. So let's go up to the second floor and have a look. P. Johnson is Australian. You may not think of Australians as tailoring experts, but they provide the majority of merino wool. That's a hell of a lot of sheep. P. Johnson embraces the Italian school of tailoring. All the suits are made in Italy, and unlike the Brits, who use a heavier, stiffer cloth. Walking into a tailor can be a very nerve-wracking, intimidating experience. Take it from me, I know. And at P. Johnson, what they do is you sit down with someone like Ed Berto here, and you just chat, and he wants to learn about your lifestyle, how you know what you're up to, how you live it. But most of all, Ed, what do you find are the most, three most important factors people should know?
First is don't go crazy on the first go. We talk about cloth. We'll go for some solids, some staples. Second thing is being honest with us and telling us about your lifestyle, and so we can understand the best application, whether it's cloth or fit. When we get into the fit process is the most important part in our job, balancing the figuration, the posture, which I can show you, and then the build.
Do you mind looking at the shape and fit of my body?
Let's have a look. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you don't have a perfect posture. You've got a sloping shoulder here on the right-hand side, which is pretty common. It's much more common than people think. People like to think that they're completely symmetrical. So if I was to unbutton it and even it out, there's a pretty big discrepancy between where your buttonhole's sitting and where your buttons.
Which would make it at least lay a little more correctly?
Exactly. And the thing with a custom suit to remember is that when you're here getting fitted up, we need to get you to stand as relaxed and naturally as possible. And that'll allow us to do our job a little better. If you stand to the side now, you can see that there's a lot of tension through here in the back.
Yeah.
And you're getting a lot of roll here underneath your collar. You've got a round back here that's coming into a sway.
Wow.
So we need to get rid of some of this length up here to get rid of that unsightly collar excess, and then add a little bit more in down here to cover the roundness of your back.
What if I gain 10 pounds after I just have a suit made?
That's not a problem. If we do our job correctly and we read your posture, we balance the jacket and the trouser, and we can account for 10 pounds plus or minus if you're training for a marathon or if you're about to go and have a degustation meal. We can kind of handle those. We build in cloth in the jacket and in the trouser to let out and take in. If you think about it, you don't really tend to gain or lose shoulder width when you gain or lose weight, nor do you gain or lose width through the pelvic bone. It comes through your front, your chest, maybe your arms if you're going to the gym a bit.
We found P. Johnson's service, its suits, its jackets, its shirts,